Has there been a change? Because I know you're still performing at regional shows and live shows. Has there been a
Mhm.
change in the attention you're getting at your shows now that you're being focused on or
Oh,
being,
yeah.
you know, go ahead.
Yeah, big time. There's been a change. I just played Fat Jack's here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, great
Sold the
venue.
place out.
Great.
Never sold Fat Jacks out before in my life. And I was playing solo acoustic. It was just me. It wasn't like there
Yeah,
was a big band. And get this, on a Thursday night.
let's go. Let's go.
I'm
Yeah.
talking people were parking blocks away just to be able to attend.
Hmm. Was there any thought given to you from an artistic standpoint to perform with your guitar and perhaps an original song on the show, on the voice itself?
No. No. So with the voice, they try to stick to cover songs
Right.
more so I don't think you'll see any of that.
But you do have original songs, don't you?
Yes, I
And
do.
so, talk about your songwriting process a little bit.
Um, for me, most times I just get an idea, whether I'm out in town or I'm sitting around the house. I'll just get something to pop in my head, and I'm like, that could be a good song. And I'll jot it down, and I'll leave it sitting for about 5 or 6 months, and I'll go back to it.
And so,
But
so you're
I,
just kind of walking through the world experience in life, and if you hear an idea, then that's a spur of the
Mhm.
moment thing. You have to grab your phone and do something
Yes.
to capture it.
Yes. And most times I'll just jot down like one line, and really it can take a few months before it hits me, and I'm like, "Wait, I got to sit down and write this," because I'll be playing the guitar
Yeah.
and I'll hit a good chord progression that I'm like, "Hold on. What was that note I took here a couple months back?" And I'll look back and I'm like, "Hold on. I got to write this."
So the songwriting is more it's based in a lyrical foundation, and then you apply the music to it later. Um, so it can take a while before you hear a melody underneath that lyric. Then, huh?
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty
And
cool.
sometimes it doesn't take a while. Sometimes I'm able to write something down and look at it and I'm like, hold on, okay, I think I can do this with the melody or do this. And then I'll get the guitar out and I'll go from there.
Yeah, and on the flip side, are you able to do the other way around too? Like maybe you hear a jingle or a melody in your head, and then you apply a lyric to it. Are you able to do that as well?
Yes. Yes. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Nice.
I love, I feel like the guitar is a big factor in it all for me. So like I was saying, if I hear something that sounds really pretty on the guitar and I want to go back to some lyrics that I wrote and I'll look at that and then I'll put the melody with it and then I'll try to collide the two worlds and make one thing out of it.
Yeah. What's when you're writing? How long does it take before you realize a genre behind your song? Like like sometimes you can have an edge to it that can make it more rock or southern rock or
Mhm.
something like that. Or other times there can be more vulnerability in the song that makes it more country. Do you realize that's happening as you go, or do you not realize that until later? Or maybe you never realize there's a genre associated to it.
So yes, I agree with the last statement. So I try to not place myself in a box
Good.
because I do like all genres of music.
Hmm.
And when I'm writing, it's really more about the song itself as opposed to what genre it is.
Yeah, that's called letting the song rule the room. By the way,
Yes.
I've talked to hundreds of songwriters, Grammy Awards and multi platinum. They all say the same thing: let the song rule the room. Go where the song goes. Don't ever stand in the way of the song. I'm not a songwriter, but that's probably the best advice I've ever heard from songwriters. Never fight with the song.
Yeah,
The
never.
song will always win. Um,
Yes.
are
You
you
gotta get it out of your system.
exactly? Are you able to schedule songwriting, or is it always kind of spontaneous?
For me, it's always spontaneous. I think
Yeah.
putting a schedule on it kind of ruins
So
it
you can't just say
because
I'm going to
then
write
it's
a
not
song
coming
Saturday and
naturally.
then sit down and write a song on Saturday. It doesn't work that way for you.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's got to come naturally.
I love that. That's good stuff. And again, there's what I call cubicle writing, staff writing, published
Mhm.
writers, where they're literally, going to work every day, 8 to 5, writing songs, and they can do that, and they come up with great stuff. I don't know how they do
Mhm.
it because there has to be that passion, that emotion, that feel to a song, and that's almost always spontaneous. In my experience. I love having you here. You're a breath of fresh air. Um,